This customer states that they got to jump start their vehicle every 2 to 3 days, and they brought it to Integrity to get it diagnosed. So we hooked up our multimeter in amps, and right now we're reading 714 milliamps, and the specification for a factory vehicle is 50 milliamps or less. So we are above the factory specification, which means we have an excessive battery draw. So now that we know there's an excessive battery drain, our next step is going to be to pull the fuses, any fuse that we see, to try to narrow it down to what system is causing the drain. After pulling the fuses, we determined that fuse 73 is the one that brought the amperage back down to specification. So now we're reading 8 to 9 milliamps. So now we got to determine what component in the system is causing the problem. So now that we know that that fuse controls the data link connector, we're here at the data link connector, and I see one thing plugged in and another thing plugged in. So we basically got a bypass to have two things plugged in at once into the data link connector. If I unplug this one right here, which goes to their tuner, their handheld tuner, the battery draw goes away. So now that we got the information, there was a battery drain. We found out what fuse it was, what system that fuse controlled, and we found out what component in that system was causing the problem. We've disconnected the component itself, which was the handheld tuner in this case. Fuse is back in. The amperage is within specification, so now the vehicle's not going to have a battery drain anymore. So we got to make sure that when we diagnose, we're very thorough with our diagnostic. We do every step that is needed to get down to the root cause, which in this case, like I said, is a handheld tuner. They either got to leave it unplugged, just use it while driving, or replace the tuner, and that won't be an issue anymore. So here at Integrity Auto Repair, we're very thorough. Come by for your vehicle needs.